Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
And it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup Playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads Up Sports Training System, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
2 jumbo ice caramel.
As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that PIHL hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the roadside rink here at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon, Pennsylvania for this special preseason edition of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. In the second game of tonight's preseason tripleheader, the 2024 St. Margaret Fall Face Off continues as we switch our attention to Division A as in Andrew, where we've got a battle of reigning PIHL champions. The Pine Richland Rams, who won the AAA classification of the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League, their 5th Penguins Cup championship all-time, and went on to win their 4th Pennsylvania Cup championship all-time. The team in white warming up off to our left, taking on the team in gray warming up off to our right. For the 3rd time in 4 years, the PIHL Division II champions, representing Lawrence and Mercer counties in a co-op, the Neshannock Lancers. And last year, another year of parity in Class AAA. No clear-cut favorite, but the Pine Richland Rams got going late in the season and snuck their way into that first seed and never really looked back. 15-4-1 in the regular campaign, defeating North Allegheny for their 5th Penguins Cup title under head coach and former player Jordan Yoklik, who enters his 7th season behind the Pine Richland bench. And then the Rams, in a wild state championship game, beating favored LaSalle College, one of the most storied programs in state history, in overtime for the 4th Pennsylvania Cup title in school history and 1st in a 5-year span. Last year, Pine Richland winning the St. Margaret Fall Face Off tournament in shootout fashion over North Hills area rival Seneca Valley, perhaps a harbinger of things to come for the 23-24 Rams. Last time out in this year's tournament, however, the Rams bowed to Class AA Franklin Regional by a final score of 7-4 here at the roadside rink last Tuesday. And they've got plenty of talent returning for the Pine Richland Rams, most notably in goal, Brett Sudak, who's warming up off to our left, and one of their assistant captains warming up off to our left as well. Number 23, Jeremy Casper, had a goal against Franklin Regional last Tuesday, fourth on the team in scoring last year with 7 goals and 13 points. And Pine Richland certainly returning its share of scoring depth. Colton Andrighetti, number 10, had that big goal in the Penguins Cup final against NA that proved to be the game winner for the Rams against their next-door neighbors, and he'll be in the lineup tonight for PR. For the Neshannock Lancers, well, they prove the adage that when you get into playoff hockey, single elimination hockey, the last team standing is not always the best one on paper. As Neshannock last year finished 15-3-1, that was only good for third place in the co-op gold division in the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League. But then they upset mighty Bishop Canevin, a team that they beat for the 2022 title in the semifinal round of the PIHL Division II playoffs before winning a thriller in the last couple of minutes against the Burrell Buccaneers en route to their third championship in 4 years. Neshannock, under seventh-year head coach Mark Multeri, famously the first PIHL team representing Lawrence County to win a championship of any kind just a few years ago, and Multeri is back for more behind the Lancer bench. And Neshannock, a team that was hit considerably hard by graduation from an offensive standpoint at least, but the cupboard not entirely bare, as Neshannock coming off a 3-1 win over Class 2A Baldwin in their first round-robin contest at the trackside rink last Wednesday. The Lancers scoring 3 unanswered to win that game from the Highlanders, and Sam Mezzanotte, their senior forward, number 27, who's warming up somewhere in the pack off to our right, was a key figure in that game with a couple of assists against Baldwin. 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points in all in the previous regular season, 19 games played for Neshannock. And you see Kent Jones, number 87, the talented offensive defenseman, and a key player on special teams going forward for Neshannock. He will be 4 goals and 7 points in 17 games last regular season for Neshannock, 24 career points in 3 varsity seasons for this Lancer program, and a power play goal and a shorthanded marker among those 4 goals last year. Neshannock, like Pine Richland, returning a very capable netminder, Trip Johns, the all-star. The birth certificate says Martin Johns. The stat sheet says Tripp, the junior, with 24 saves against Baldwin last Wednesday, and that Neshannock victory was top 5 in Division II in goalie wins, top 5 in goals against, and had a couple of shutouts while splitting his time with his travel team, the Armstrong Arrows. And Johns warming up, watching backup Nolan Wilson, the junior, warm up off to our right, is expected to be in the cage at some point for Neshannock tonight. So in just a couple of minutes, we'll have puck drop of the meat of the sandwich, if you will, this middle game of 3 on Round Robin Monday night here at the St. Margaret Fall Face Off. Earlier here on TenbandTV, you saw Upper St. Clair post a decisive win over the Latrobe Ice Cats in a 3A versus 2A battle by a final score of 8-0. 24 teams in all participating in the St. Margaret Fall Face-Off this season. It's an expanded field this year, and as a result, we have an expanded tournament. We have a quarterfinal round this year, which is new to this event, and that'll take place this approaching Thursday. Neshannock trying to become one of the teams participating in that quarterfinal round. Pine Richland trying to get back even, and even their record at 1-1 in round-robin play after winning this event in its entirety last season when it was held at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville. Now this Pine Richland team, a team with a lot of experience coming back from that state championship squad. 9 seniors, 7 juniors, 9 sophomores as well. A very healthy dose of young and old, if you will, for head coach Jordan Yoklik, a 2-time state champion he. And for the Lancers, a very experienced squad as well. 8 returning seniors, 11 returning juniors, as the Lancers next month will begin pursuit of a 4th Division II crown in a 5-year span. They have been the closest thing to a dynasty of late in the PIHL in their co-op division. Neshannock, not only a 3-time winner in the last 4 years, but the first 3-time champion of any kind since the PIHL created the Open Division, or Division II if you prefer, 20 years ago. And we'll see who gets the nod. Again, the presumptive choice for Pine Richland will be last year's starter Brett Sudak, who himself had a heroic performance in the championship game of this tournament, shutting out Seneca Valley in the shootout, an event that was ended by Josh Lanyard's shootout goal. Again, very ominous, as Lanyard would go on to score some big goals, including a hat trick in the state championship game this past spring for Pine Richland. And we are moments away from getting underway here in the roadside rink between two reigning PIHL champions. And this is the thing we love about this event. You get to see matchups that you just wouldn't see in regular season play, and it's always a special treat to see two of the top teams in their respective classifications butt heads here in the St. Margaret Fall Face Off. And again, we are going to be bringing it to you in a matter of moments here on TenbandTV. Sudak warming up off to our left for Pine Richland. And it'll be Trip John's backup, Nolan Wilson, the junior, getting the start for Mark Malteri's team.
Do you know how to pronounce his name?
Oh.
Will Kinchlow to take the draw for Neshannock against Pine Richland's Josh Lanyard. And the Rams begin this exhibition contest by moving the puck from left to right on your TV, computer, or mobile device. A.J. Verzilla, the conquering hero, OT winner in last year's Pennsylvania Cup Championship game, playing that puck initially for the Rams. It's picked up defensively by Neshannock's Lincoln Siracco, the junior. 2 varsity appearances for Siracco last season. Doug Van Meter, right point, in on Wilson, and Wilson from his knees makes the glove save and hangs on. Wilson, 4th in Division II in goals against average last year with a .267 mark, 8th in save percentage with an .878 clip, had 2 shutouts as well in backup duty for Neshannock. Casper against Kinchlow, the senior forward. Kinchlow had one of those 3 Neshannock goals against Baldwin in last week's round-robin win. Rams have it on the attack one more time. To center point it comes. Shot through a crowd by Desjardins, and a loud save made by Wilson at the top of the blue paint. Mark Malteri with an early line change here. Another defensive zone draw for the Lancers in the early goings, and another face-off win for the Pine Richland Rams. Isaac Baker, right point, to Andrew Getty on the half wall. Hard bump in the corner on the Pine Richland's Carson Verzilla as it comes out in front, and Jeremy Casper's shot handcuffs Wilson, and Wilson is holding his own here in the first minute of play. Off the quick restart, Casper with another face-off win. The Pine Richland alternate captain watches his puck go to the corner for Carson Verzilla. Trying to go back to Baker. Instead, it's picked up by Grant Hennett. Hennett over the attacking line, around a man. Hennett on one hand to the goal. Save made Sudak. The rebound over-skated. Turnaround shot by one of the Lancers. That's taken by Matthew Schaefer, and that was blocked in between the circles. Andrew Getty to the corner. Andrew Getty bumped off that puck by Jones. Carson Verzilla from the half wall. Jeremy Casper in the corner for Andrew Getty. Andrew Getty on Nolan Wilson, and the ice continues to tilt in an easterly direction here from broadcast row. Jordan Yoklik making a line change before this offensive zone faceoff. Another puck dropped To the left of Nolan Wilson, the Neshannock junior. To the corner, it'll come one more time. And Cullen Campbell, 13 goals last year, 13 assists, 26 points. One of the leading scorers of the state champion Rams. Neshannock in transition. Sudak the save, no rebound. Campbell had a goal in the losing effort against Franklin Regional last Tuesday night. Finishing just outside the top 5 in Class AAA in the points column last year. Pine Richland continues to dominate on faceoffs as Matt Muldoon, the sophomore, controls this puck. And the Steel City Ice Renegades product gets it up to Carson Parkhill. Parkhill on the off wing to the cage, save Wilson. And the rebound controlled by Christopher Johns. Rams keep it in left point. Nick Roop down low to Blake Schultz. To the point it comes for Catsby. Catsby's shot never made it through. Christopher Johns trying to play it as it's swatted and fanned on in midair by Parkhill. Parkhill trying to do his best Sid impression there as this puck is gloved down by Sudak, who will hang on. Rams control the face-off. Monitis from the left side, trying to center that puck. And too many white jerseys in the way, and the Rams force it back inside the Neshannock line. Van Meter misplaying it at center. Kinchlow able to get it deep for the Lancers. Adam Proctor scored his first varsity goal back in January against Baldwin, the team that Neshannock just vanquished a week ago. Van Meter from in front of his own netminder up to the point. Delayed offside call against Neshannock as the Rams take control. Siracco from the far corner defensively for the Lancers. Rams causing chaos in that corner. Lanyard up to the right point for Proctor. Proctor down low. It comes out in front to Lanyard. Lanyard shooting and right in front. I'll take that. Thank you very much, says Nolan Wilson. Wilson early on the best player on either side in a scoreless game first period. Casper against Jacob Gruber. Gruber opening his varsity account against Ringgold in a Neshannock victory back in late October last season. Casper over the attacking line for Pine Richland. Jeremy Casper for Andrew Getty. Andrew Getty, far corner. Andrew Getty to the point for Proctor. Proctor left circle, shooting on Wilson. He makes the save, and there is no rebound as tempers flare between Casper and Jones. Casper staying on with his unit here to take the face-off against Gruber. And the Lancers able to get an infrequent face-off win here, but they turn it right over to Casper, who's unable to put that puck on net. That shot by Carson Verzilla, missing everything and everybody. Baker trying to keep it inside the zone and does. Andrew Getty around the boards to Carson Verzilla. Verzilla from behind the cage. Takes it up to the half wall. Tries to slip it back to Andrew Getty. Andrew Getty under some heavy pressure here to the corner for Casper. Good cycle here by Pine Richland in a scoreless game. To the point for Desjardins. Desjardins through a crowd deflected wide by Casper. And the rebound comes to Hennon. Hennon outletting for Schaefer. Schaefer dispossessed. Rams back to center. Here's Baker as the Lancers are in the middle of a line change. Baker and Carson Verzilla offside. Rams force this puck inside Neshannock territory. Ryan Catsby at center. Wilson plays it at side. Roop A yard sale deep in the Lancers zone as Ben Hamilton, the senior defenseman, retrieves his stick. Catsby trying a shot pass to PIHL, and Catsby didn't get that to go where he wanted. One of the Rams knocked down far side. That's Blake Schultz getting the worst of that hit as play goes on. Shot from the left point, skipping off the protective netting vis-a-vis Muldoon. And so we'll see where they put this face-off as we remain scoreless in period one. It'll come to the left of Wilson. Nolan Wilson, the junior, trying to help his team weather an early storm here as this puck goes through a crowd, and somehow Wilson saw that one off the stick of Catsby. Schultz near side. Catsby pinching, keeps it alive for Pine Richland. Roop touches this puck, but a hand pass called against the Rams, and that's a break for Neshannock with a face-off coming outside the Lancers' blue line. Wholesale changes for both squads. 11.5 left in the first period. Marco Relic on here for the first time tonight for Neshannock. Had the winning goal last week against Baldwin, the Pittsburgh Vengeance product. And Relic tied up in front of the Pine Richland bench as the Lancers have this puck. Kick saved by Sudak off the initial shot by Xander Telez, and the rebound bounces back to center. Monitis backpedaling. Adam Proctor defensively for Pine Richland. Around the boards beyond the reach of Noah Taggart, but it comes to A.J. Verzilla. Verzilla on the off wing, centering for Lanyard. Lanyard shooting wide of the far post. Proctor, Johnny on the spot for Pine Richland, playing this puck along the far side, but it's taken over by Siracco. Siracco trying to go up to center with that disc for Shane Johns, the freshman. Shane Johns, a nice varsity debut last week against the Highlanders unofficially with an assist in that win against Baldwin. Proctor, left wing circle out in front, it comes, intended for Carson Verzilla, but it's sent out of play instead. And Neshannock giving Wilson some good support here to keep this game scoreless. Casper against Gruber. Carson Verzilla behind the net for Andrighetti. Casper to the point now for Desjardins. Desjardins off the blocker hand of Wilson. He doesn't know where that puck is. It's controlled down low by the Lancers. Kinchlow trying to get it up to center, and does. Hennon under duress. Travis Cavelli, the sophomore, backing up the play for Neshannock. Outlet pass to Gruber. Gruber couldn't hang on. Baker near side. Andrighetti, right wing. Andrighetti to the corner. Andrighetti cross ice. To the corner, it'll come now to Hennon. Hennon is ridden hard into the boards as play continues, and he retaliates against Andrighetti as the Rams play this puck deep. Schultz delayed offside against Pine Richland. Mezzanotte takes the outlet pass. Mezzanotte shoves down PIHL as he lost control of that puck. Baker to the corner for Desjardins. Lancers try to go D to D. Here's Cavelli. Jones run into up high by Schultz, and a penalty coming up here. And the first power play of the game, drum roll please, will belong to the Neshannock Lancers. Roughing the indication as Blake Schultz will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free, and the Lancers approaching the midpoint of period one and spending a lot of time in their own zone get to flip the script a little bit and try to break this scoreless tie. Mizanot from the boards, and behind the net it comes. Kinchlow trying to play it out in front. Sudak hugging the far post as it's wristed wide and out of play. Mizanot having a tough time scoring from that angle. 10 seconds off the penalty clock. Face-off coming outside the Pine Richland blue line after the unforced error by the senior forward. Lanyard wins it cleanly, and Van Meter gets a big kill and a chance possibly shorthanded for Verzilla. A.J. Verzilla to the goal. He's stick check from behind, and that was a good play and a necessary play there by Monitis, the junior. Halfway home in period one. No score. Lancers on the power play. Mezanot out of play. And again, the zone time short-lived for Neshannock as the faceoff comes outside the Pine Richland stripe. Taggart unable to control that faceoff. Brady Legore had a power play goal against Baldwin last week. They'll have to wait for another as the Rams get a big clear. Jones from his own corner, halfway through this Neshannock power play. For Monitis. Monitis weaves his way through center. Monitis 1 against 2. Left wing circle, Monitis. Oh, looking for the shot pass there, but nobody home to accept it. Declan Peterson down low. Lancers continue to operate on the man advantage here as Sudak makes a save. It's sitting there in front, and it's blocked by Van Meter and put in! Out of chaos comes order. 1-0 Lancers, and Sam Mezanot, the senior, slips it past Sudak for the Lancer power play goal. Pine Richland just caught in a bit of disarray on the PK as Van Meter laid all out to try and bail out Sudak and help his team get rid of that puck in one fell swoop, but Mezanot was able to snap it through the crowd and get it in behind Brett Sudak, and head coach Jordan Yonklik getting an explanation from this USA Hockey crew. So the goal stands. And it's 1-0 Neshannock here in this exhibition contest. 7:30 left first period. Give Nolan Wilson credit. Playing damage control in goal for Neshannock and buying enough time for his team to get an opportunity offensively, and they've made good on it. This puck covered by Wilson with Andrighetti bearing down on him. And the faceoff will come up to Wilson's left. Lanier to the corner, but Neshannock controls the draw. Unable to get it outside the zone. Baker, that got through to Wilson, and Wilson had to make a leg save. Baker from above the right circle, through a crowd, scoring! Isaac Baker passes a camel through the eye of a needle, and it is 1-1. Rams with a quick answer at even strength. How that puck got through that crowd, I have no idea. I didn't see that traffic on the Fort Pitt Bridge today. Isaac Baker, 8 months removed from his first varsity goal officially, with a seeing eye shot from that right point that somehow found its way through the 5-hole of Nolan Wilson, and sort of an ironic goal for Wilson to give up given how well he's played in this first period. And so we are all level here with under 7 to go. Cullen Campbell takes a bump but gets the puck deep. Hennon with a body check for Neshannock. Rams played in the corner. Here's Nick Roop. Roop from goal line extended, trying to get it on target. Could not. Through a crowd, it comes in off the crossbar. Muldoon finding meadow but not mesh. Rams that close to taking their first lead. Cavelli run into as he plays that puck from behind his own net. And a turnover to Catsby at center ice. Chase Fry, the senior forward, and Pittsburgh Aviators member on the ice now for Jordan Yoklik, taking his first shift of the night. Neshannock playing this puck up to center now. Gruber met at the Pine Richland blue line, and here comes Roop in transition for the Penguins Cup champs. Parkhill around the boards. Catsby down low. The Rams just putting on the work boots here in the attacking zone, winning all those puck battles and keeping Neshannock on their collective back foot here with time ticking away in the first period. And one of the Rams run into up high there. Shane Johns applying physical pressure as Chase Fry goes down on his backside. Shot from the left point through a crowd. That skipped just wide. Schultz was looking for a tip in right in front. Andrighetti with a steal. Andrighetti, oh, that's a good poke check there by Cavelli to get it back to center. Neshannock making an overdue line change as Andrighetti centers his pass, and getting blasted from behind is Schultz of Pine Richland. Penalty coming up on Neshannock. Mezenot, who had the Neshannock goal just not long ago, is going to stand on the other side of the train track, so to speak, here as the delayed penalty signal has gone up. Rams with the extra skater. Andrighetti has it. Centering pass. And snapped wide of goal. Played on the bounce behind the net by Taggart. Neshannock still has not touched this puck, and finally they will as Kinchlow takes control, and now Pine Richland gets its first power play of the game, tied at 1 with just over 4.5 left in the first. So Mezenot will take a seat, and the Rams go to work 5-on-4 here. Definitely getting off that proverbial mat quickly after giving up a power play goal of their own to Mezenot of Neshannock. And Mezenot might be getting a 2 and a 10. It looks like Bryce Fisher, the junior defenseman, is going into the box to serve the minor portion of this penalty to Mezenot, and the table's turning quickly in this first period for the Lancers, who get a big face-off win in a clear. Proctor operating this Pine Richland power play after Jones had sent the puck the length of the ice. Proctor hits the brakes. Proctor for Baker, who has Pine Richland's only goal thus far. Baker trying to play it at center point. A little preseason miscue there as Proctor was not on the same page. Baker over the attacking line one more time. A.J. Verzilla trailing. Verzilla from the edge of the right circle. Watches Baker played in the corner, trying to go up to Casper. He's hit from behind. Verzilla has this puck now behind the net. Verzilla trying to tuck it in and almost did. Wilson desperately covering that post, and the net became dislodged. So there's a stoppage in play with 1:14 to go in the Rams power play. Yoklik will change specialists here with the faceoff coming up in Neshannock territory. To the corner it comes. Van Meter unable to keep it alive. More good work on the penalty kill, this time from Kinchlow. Rams take time to survey the play. Outlet pass to Van Meter. Van Meter was in on a big power play goal for the Rams in the Penguins Cup championship game, and he snaps this puck high and wide off the protective netting. Now, 5 of Van Meter's 11 points in the regular season actually came on the power play, so Gotta watch out for number 77 in white and green. And Van Meter has this puck off the face-off win by PR for Andrighetti. Andrighetti running out of space. Down low for Schultz. Schultz to Taggart. To Van Meter. Van Meter taking his time. Snapshot wide of Wilson. Andrighetti on the rebound. Van Meter one-timer, that went wide. Rebound behind the net. Rams on that puck quickly as Schultz is knocked down. Van Meter tees it up one more time. Fan on the attempted shot. 15 to go in the power play. Schultz unable to hang on for Pine Richland. Andrighetti backing him up. Jones around the boards, and that should do it. Neshannock with an early edge in the special teams battle as they go to 1-for-1 on the PK, and we remain tied at 1 as the Rams are guilty of icing. Park Hill against Ligure. Ligure playing junior hockey last year for the New England Wolves. 9 points in 30 games, returning to his varsity team this season. Now, every little bit helps for the Lancers, who again are trying to replace a lot of key seniors from that 2024 Division II championship squad. Roop dispossessed momentarily by Relic. Relic has this puck now for the Lancers late in the first period. Gains the red line, sends it into the Pine Richland zone. Baker racing himself as he played that puck. Turned over to Kinchlow. Kinchlow couldn't get it on target. Park Hill, too far for Fry. Baker across two lines for Roop. Roop gets it the rest of the way for the Rams. Monitis from behind his own net. Right to Michael Desjardins. Baker pinching. Cross ice pass right underneath the stick of Chase Fry, the senior. Rams with another good cycle here, trying to break a 1-1 tie late in the first. John Monitis for Neshannock. Through center, Monitis with speed. Trailing the play, Ligure. Ligure toward goal. Save made by Sudak, and the rebound rolled away from an oncoming Kinchlow. Kinchlow would have had an easy tap in there if he'd been able to flag down that puck. Wilson will let this puck go for icing after some last-second instructions from the Neshannock bench. So they were trying to keep him on the straight and narrow. It's preseason for both these teams, and those little mental mistakes and miscues, exactly the kind of things that you come here to iron out before the puck drops for real in October. Pine Richland, another face-off win. A.J. Verzilla, left wing side, around Christopher Johns. Verzilla, centering pass for Casper. Casper trying to make a hope play there to Verzilla, but wasn't even close. Sam Hemming, the freshman, hustling on for Neshannock, trying to catch up to that puck in the corner. Around it comes to Carson Verzilla. Carson and A.J., brothers. Their father, Jeff, of course, a local meteorologist of note, as that puck ricochets off the post. Carson nearly finding iron, and the Rams put it wide and through the goal mouth it goes. Oh, my goodness. A.J. Verzilla is going to be seeing that one in his sleep. He had Wilson dead to rights, but put it right through the goal mouth. From an angle, it's fired wide by Carson Verzilla. Van Meter with 5 seconds left in the period. Reverses the play, and that'll do it. Sam Mezzanot, a power play goal for Neshannock. Isaac Baker, an even strength marker moments later for Pine Richland. Lancers won, Rams won, after one. Matt Popchock for TenbandTV. It's PIHL Hockey Night Live from the St. Margaret Fall Face Off, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is locally owned and operated and focused on serving the community. Play It Again Sports buys, sells, and trades used in new sports equipment and fitness gear and passes along the savings to you. Their large inventory, customer service, and wide selection of major brands will keep you coming back for years. Open 7 days a week. Visit them on 6041 Route 30. Visit them online at playitagainsports.com/locations/Greensburg-PA. Brett Sudak with the first save of the second period as the goaltenders and their respective teams have switched sides here at the roadside rink in Castle Shannon's Ice Castle. Round robin play in Group A of the 2024 St. Margaret Fall Face Off. Matt Popchock on board with you. Special edition of PIHL Hockey Night Live here on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. Our nightcap, right around 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, will involve the Fox Chapel Foxes of Class 2A and the Plum Mustangs of Class 1A. Here it's 1-1 between the AAA state champion Pine Richland Rams and the Division II state champion Neshannock Lancers. Mezzanot for Neshannock, Baker for Pine Richland. Nolan Wilson remains between the pipes in period 2 for Mark Multeri, and he hangs on to that puck. And the Rams evidently operating on a power play. You know, something slipped under our radar between periods 1 and 2, but in any event, Carson Verzilla on the man advantage here for Pine Richland as the Rams operate 5 against 4 for a second time in this game. Van Meter through a crowd, and that caught the foot of Nolan Wilson, and Lanyard smashes home the rebound, and Pine Richland does get a power play goal with 52 seconds off the second period clock. It's 2-1 Rams. And Mr. PA Cup, Josh Lanyard, leads the Selly line for the champs. Just a gritty goal by the Pine Richland power play. We saw them score a couple of those down the stretch last season during their championship run. And the Rams are in front early in the second period for the first time. Sam Mezzanot still in the sin bin for the 10-minute portion of that 2 and 10 that was assessed in period 1. Again, we did not catch what the penalty moments ago on Neshannock was. We apologize, but Pine Richland quickly looking for more as Campbell puts it off the body of Wilson, and the rebound is sent just wide. .50-50 puck battle raging on here just inside the Neshannock zone, and Sirocco comes out with it for the Lancers. Schaefer trying to clear the area for Neshannock. It comes right out now to Campbell of Pine Richland, one of their JV move-ups before Neshannock intercepts. Monitis taking this puck deep inside Pine Richland territory as it ricochets out in front off Brett Sudak, the Pine Richland goalkeeper. Carson Verzilla in hot pursuit. Verzilla creating space in the corner. Out in front, Andrighetti shooting, saving it is Wilson. The Rams starting to flex their muscles a bit here early in period 2 with a 2-1 lead. Up to center it'll come now for Shane Johns. Johns going after his own dump in. Rides Desjardins off that puck. Andrighetti with it for Pine Richland up to Carson Verzilla. Verzilla taking on Christopher Johns. Snapshot high and wide off the glass. Desjardins pinching and gets blasted for his troubles. Isaac Baker with it inside the Pine Richland line. Baker near side, gets his puck inside Neshannock territory and takes a shot and a follow-up from Sam Hemming as play continues. Well, Lancer's getting a little feisty here early in the second as the Rams do not ice this puck. Officials say it was deflected off a Lancer stick as going down behind the net is Blake Schultz. Schultz gets up under his own accord. Off of Wilson, it comes behind the net. Schultz with a wraparound try. He's knocked down trying to shoot that puck. It's still loose. Batting around in front and cleared out of there. A workmanlike play from Christopher Johns and a chance the other way for Relic as his shot is blocked. Isaac Baker out of heaven knows where, getting in the way of the freshman. Now, who says it's just preseason? Both these teams going all out here early in the middle frame. Snapshot and a loud one by Noah Taggart will miss the net. Kinchlow, centering pass for Relic. Relic taking off that puck by Taggart. Parkhill between the benches, gets it deep for Pine Richland. Rams changing on the fly. Outlet pass to Kinchlow. Tries to get it up to Legore. Muldoon defensively behind his own net. Muldoon flagged down by Kinchlow from behind. The Rams still have this puck. And this puck is deflected off Nolan Wilson. Wilson again trying to weather a storm here early in the period, as he did in period 1 for Neshannock. Still a 1-goal game, 12:40 remaining until the ice cut. Campbell with it to the corner. And the brother of Cullen Campbell, who does not appear in our official varsity roster at the moment, gets it to Cullen at the right point. That shot goes wide. Muldoon retreating after fanning on that attempted shot. Hennon, the lone man on the forecheck for Neshannock, and he actually causes a turnover here to Schaefer. Schaefer finding himself in no man's land as the Rams try to clean up that little mess deep in their own zone. Rams kick it free. Lanyard, who has the go-ahead power play goal, forces it up into Neshannock territory, Lanyard from behind the net. Anticipating that pass is Proctor. Lanyard keeps it inside the zone but gave it right to Schaefer. Lead pass to Jones. Jones over the attacking line. Jones dispossessed. A.J. Verzilla rubbed off that puck by Jones, and Verzilla retaliates as Van Meter has it for Pine Richland. Van Meter shooting, that handcuffed Wilson, who still made the save. Proctor near side. Van Meter. Van Meter shouldered up high by Hennon. Ken Jones unable to clear the area. Rams still operating down low. Lanyard in the corner. Behind the net to Jeremy Casper. Lanyard between the circles. Backhand try. Good save there by Wilson. Van Meter toward goal. Another loud kick save by Nolan Wilson. Rams have the rebound. And that glanced off a Neshannock body. Cavelli unable to clear. Great shift here by Pine Richland. Proctor, that shot deflected wide. I think Wilson got a piece of that one. Van Meter left point. This is all Pine Richland. His shot blocked. Schaefer got in the way of that. A.J. Verzilla to Jeremy Casper. Verzilla from the half wall. Kent Jones trying to give his team some clemency here as Hennon still can't get it out. Shot pass intended for Casper. He fanned on it right at the side of the net. Casper gets it back for Pine Richland. Proctor through a crowd. Save made Wilson. The rebound to the corner. Schaefer smacks it around the boards. It's still not out. Under 10 to go in the second period. Baker lost control, and he took down one of the Lancers in the process, and Gruber can't believe it. He can't believe there wasn't a call there on Pine Richland, but play does continue here as Neshannock is guilty of icing with 9:43 to go. The Rams just toying with the Lancers on that shift, and Nolan Wilson finds a way to hang on and keep it a one-goal game here. Campbell against Shane Johns. Neshannock wins this faceoff inside its own end. Near side, Siracco. Pine Richland takes control near side. Carson Verzilla playing it to the corner. Verzilla behind the cage. To the point it comes to Baker. Baker bouncing puck. That one off a couple of Neshannock skates, including that of Siracco. One of the Rams taken down near side as it's played in midair by Neshannock. Siracco pursuing this puck to the corner. Shane Johns unable to clear. To the corner it goes now for Campbell. The younger Campbell trying to wrap it around. He can't. Good pressure there by Monitis. Sean McGraw, the sophomore forward, had an assist against Baldwin. Has this puck now for Neshannock. Gets it deep inside the Pine Richland zone, which is something I haven't been able to say in a long time as we approach the midpoint of this second period. Rams with a decided territorial edge here in the middle frame and leading 2-1. Campbell on goal. Save made Wilson. And it goes out of play. Parkhill to take the face-off against Kinchlow. Kinchlow wins it. And it's gloved down legally, they say, by Cullen Campbell. Hamilton to his own corner. Turned over to Schultz. Taggart behind the net. Knocked up high by Kinchlow. That sends the puck to the boards. Parkhill to the corner for Schultz. Schultz for Taggart. Taggart trying to play it out in front. Too many gray shirts in the way. The Rams trying to open the floodgates here in this second period with all this offensive zone time. Still just a one-goal game and a lot of time left. Turnaround try off a couple of Lancer bodies, and he comes outside the area for Muldoon. And an offside play on the Rams as Muldoon was sent down right at the whistle. This USA Hockey crew going to drop this puck at center ice now. Yoklik making a line change. Parkhill against Kinchlow one more time, and another face-off win for Will Kinchlow. Hamilton near side. Schultz shaken up a bit as he gets tied up with Ligor. Proctor deep from his own end, up to center. Parkhill trying to outlet it for Taggart. That pass behind him. And Taggart, the sophomore forward, goes to the boards to play this puck. Swiped away by Christopher Johns. Johns defensively. Near side. Proctor unable to keep it in, and a chance for Kinchlow down the right wing. Kinchlow trying to get around Van Meter. Van Meter, though, with an active stick, breaks up that pass attempt. Bouncing in front, it's loose. Lancers fighting for it. Rams unable to clear. Christopher Johns just inside the line. Off a raised stick. I believe that was Van Meter's stick that deflected that one. And Pine Richland, it looks like they're going to ice it with 6:42 to go. Verzilla taking the defensive zone draw. Carson Verzilla, that is, against Gruber. And Verzilla wins it. Fry trying to get it outside the zone. A good play there by Cavelli. The Rams get it back to center anyway, as that outlet pass was too heavy for Verzilla, and the Rams are going to have to sweat out another defensive zone faceoff here to the right of Brett Sudak. And the same two combatants at the face-off dot this time. And Proctor, the Pine Richland defenseman, with a bit of an equipment hang-up. Seems to be adjusting his chin strap or something in that vicinity before we resume play. And Proctor controls this puck for Pine Richland to Van Meter defensively in the corner. Now that pass goes to the cutoff man, if you will, Carson Verzilla. Verzilla to the goal. Verzilla's backhander. Score! Welcome to the park and ride. Carson Verzilla will be your driver. He tucks it around Wilson, and the Rams get breathing room with 6:13 to the ice cut. "12 points last regular season for Carson Verzilla, and the Steel City Ice Renegade makes it a 3-1 game with a nifty goal, backhanding that puck with speed around Nolan Wilson. So the AAA champs with 3 unanswered here to take command in this preseason round robin game. 6 minutes remaining in the second, and the Rams right back on the attack. Left point, Desjardins. That's deflected wide by Casper. Shane Johns gains the red line, dumps it in. Desjardins defensively for PR. Near side to AJ Verzilla. Up to center it comes. It's held there by Monitis. And near side it'll come now to Schaefer. Schaefer enters the zone offside after the error by Baker. And Neshannock making some last-minute changes. Head coach Mark Multeri before this face-off. Multeri quite literally building this program from the ground up. A co-op with Grove City, Hermitage, Kennedy, Mercer, Laurel, and Shenango. A number of Mercer and Lawrence County schools represented in that group. And you give the Division II coaches a ton of credit because they've got to get so many of those kids from the different districts and differing backgrounds all on the same page and get them all tugging on the same rope. And it's a special feat to turn that into a championship team, and that's what Multeri has done at Neshannock, as Nolan Wilson just barely keeps that one from crossing the line. The Rams looking for more insurance here with time ticking away in the second. Another faceoff won by the Rams. Campbell, the younger Campbell, putting it on goal, and quickly Wilson had to make that save and hang on. And Nolan Wilson, at the risk of sounding trite, doing everything he can to keep the Lancers in this thing. Still just a 2-goal game, and again, a lot of time left at the risk of belaboring the point, but Pine Richland really tilting the ice here in the second period. Campbell dispossessed momentarily, but gets it right back. From an angle, that save is made by Wilson, and there is no rebound. Carson Parkhill getting knocked on his backside, looking for that puck. Lancers with a line change before this face-off in their own zone. Rams win another. Cullen Campbell to Muldoon. Muldoon through a crowd. Kick save by Wilson, and he sends it to the corner. Campbell going after it, and he's hit up high by Fisher. Bryce Fisher, the junior, getting a little overzealous, and he's going to get the gate here late in the second period. And Andrew Getty trying to restrain number 6 in white. Pine Richland, 1 for 2 on the power play thus far. Trying to make it 2 out of 3 with 4:26 to go in the second, leading 3-1. Lanyard, who had that power play marker, on to take this faceoff for the Rams against Grant Hennon. Another faceoff win for Pine Richland. Seems like we've been saying that ad nauseum. Verzilla off the glove hand of Wilson, and the rebound comes right back to Pine Richland's Van Meter. Van Meter through a crowd. Put on goal, save made. It's still loose and sent to the corner. Good play there by Jones. Van Meter from the right point this time. To the corner for Campbell. Campbell backhanding it in front, side of the net, score! Thank you, sir. May I have another? Carson Verzilla, this time on special teams, and it's 4-1 PR. Now, our first game tonight was very much a tale of special teams, dominance by the victors. And Pine Richland trying to win the special teams battle here and win a round-robin game for the first time in this 2024 St. Margaret tournament. Rams now 2 of 3 on the PP, and they lead 4-1 with time ticking away in the second. Blake Schultz over the line. Schultz reversing the play. I think he expected either Taggart or one of his teammates to be there, and they were not. Proctor just keeps it inside the line, but Mezzanot back on the ice for Neshannock, has this puck for the Lancers. Trying to go in front to Manitis driving the net, but that pass broken up. Outlet pass too heavy for Schultz, icing on Pine Richland. Josh Lanyard on to take this face-off for Pine Richland. Had that hat trick in the PA Cup. Also had the game-winning goal in the Penguins Cup semifinal round. The goal that knocked off the 2-time PIHL champs from Peters Township. As the Rams went on to win that game 4-2. It's put just wide, meanwhile, by Kinchlow right in front of Sudak. It's still loose. Sudak out in front to cover, and he hangs on. First flicker of pressure we've seen from the Lancers in a while, and let's see if they can pull one back here before the ice cut. Lanyard sends this puck behind the net, out in front it comes on the backhand. It's controlled by Mezzanot. Mezzanot on goal, stick save Sudak. Lead pass to A.J. Verzilla. Verzilla off his own bench. Unable to get around Ligor. Rams still have it. Here's Lanyard trying to go back to A.J. Verzilla. From the side of the net, Wilson with an armpit save there, and he hangs on. The top gun's out here for Jordan Yoklik, trying to help Pine Richland run and hide from the 3-time Division II champs. Rams leading 4-1. Muldoon unable to keep it inside the line. Here's Hennon for Neshannock. Relic just able to stay onside for the Lancers, but the point moot as Pine Richland traps this puck against the boards. It squirts free to Relic. Relic on goal. Sudak the save. Relic got some friendly fire there from Gruber. Gruber fighting for this puck. Relic unable to play it. Slap shot and a save made somehow, some way by Sudak. Brady Legore looking to the heavens as Sudak forces the face-off. Off the face-off, Sudak the save and the rebound cleared immediately. Cullen Campbell not standing on ceremony. Rams get it back to center. PIHL over the attacking line. PIHL over the glove hand and through the glove hand, really, of Wilson. Lead pass intended for Relic. Relic unable to catch up to that puck as the Rams get it back to center ice. Jones beyond Pine Richland's back line, and Jones has it for Neshannock. Jones from an angle. Wide of goal. Roop is blasted up high. He collides hard with Legore as Fry has this puck for Pine Richland. Centering pass for PIHL. PIHL shoots. He nuzzles that nylon. Pine Richland 5, Neshannock 1. The Rams in transition, making it look academic. Nolan Wilson getting a couple of attaboys from Johns and Hamilton, and we've talked him up all night, and I'm not sure there's a whole heck of a lot he could have done about that one. Just a textbook passing play by some of the depth guys here for Jordan Yoklik. Proctor to the corner. Hamilton defensively. Campbell off a stick. Hamilton had a big game in the Division II semifinals against Bishop Canavan. Had a goal early in that game that helped Neshannock rally after falling behind to the Crusaders early. Mezzanot poke checked just shy of the Pine Richland blue line. Monitis trailing the play for the Lancers. Final half minute of the second period, a period that has been all PR. Outlet pass picked off by Christopher Johns. Proctor will fetch it in the near corner. Final 15 of the period. Proctor still protecting that puck. Too far for Campbell. Campbell catches up to it anyway. Campbell 1 against 3, dropping for Verzilla. Verzilla on goal, save made. Rebound, that went off the mask, I think, of Nolan Wilson. 3 seconds to go. Lancers will tie it up behind the goal line, and we will cut the ice at the roadside rink. That buzzer perhaps coming at a good time for the Neshannock Lancers, and not such a good time for the Pine Richland Rams, who are feeling it after 2 periods of play. Your score, Rams 5, Lancers 1 in this St. Margaret Fall Face Off round robin contest. Matt Popchock for this special edition of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. We've got an ice cut, then we've got the third period. We'll see you on the other side. By Neshannock's Lincoln Siracco, the junior. 2 varsity appearances for Siracco last season. Doug Van Meter, right point, in on Wilson, and Wilson from his knee. Rams have it on the attack one more time. To center point it comes. Shot through a crowd by Desjardins, and a loud save made by Wilson at the top of the blue paint. Up to the right point for Proctor. Proctor down low, it comes out in front to Lanyard. Lanyard shooting, and right in front. I'll take that, thank you very much. Lanyard wins it cleanly, and Van Meter gets a big kill and a chance possibly shorthanded for Verzilla. A.J. Verzilla to the goal. He's stick check from behind, and that was a good play. And Lancers continue to operate on the man advantage here, and Sudak makes a save. It's sitting there in front, and it's blocked by Van Meter and put in! Oh, that got through to Wilson, and Wilson had to make a leg save. Baker from above the right circle, through a crowd, scoring! Noah Baker. Corner, here's Nick Roop. Roop from goal line extended, trying to get it on target, could not. Through a crowd, it comes in off the crossbar, Muldoon. Their father, Jeff, of course, a local meteorologist of note, as that puck ricochets off the post. Carson nearly finding iron, and the Rams put it wide and through the goal. Lancers. Mezzanot for Neshannock, Baker for Pine Richland. Nolan Wilson remains between 5 against 4 for a second time in this game. Van Meter through a crowd, and that caught the foot of Nolan Wilson, and Lanyard smashes home the rebound, and Pine Richland. We did not catch what the penalty moments ago on Neshannock was. We apologize, but Pine Richland quickly looking for more as Campbell puts it off the body of Wilson, and the rebound is in the corner. Now that pass goes to the cutoff man, if you will, Carson Verzilla. Verzilla to the goal. Verzilla's backhander. Score! Welcome. Districts and differing backgrounds all on the same page and get them all tugging on the same rope. And it's a special feat to turn that into a championship. Van Meter from the right point this time. To the corner for Campbell. Campbell backhanding it in front. Side of the net. Score! Thank you, sir. May I have another? 2. It's put just wide, meanwhile, by Kinchlow. Right in front of Sudak. It's still loose. Sudak out in front to cover, and he hangs on. Sudak the save. Relic got some friendly fire there from Gruber. Gruber fighting for this puck. Relic unable to play it. Slap shot, and a save made somehow. Roop is blasted up high. He collides hard with Ligor as Fry has this puck for Pine Richland. Centering pass for Parko. Parko shoots. He nuzzles that nylon.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show. The Penguins Cup Championship show. The Penguins Cup Playoff show. And the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads-Up sports training system, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzled peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel?
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show. The Penguins Cup Championship show. The Penguins Cup playoff show. And the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented heads-up sports training system, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzled peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel?
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads Up Sports Training System, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
2 jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is locally owned and operated and focused on serving the community. Play It Again Sports buys, sells, and trades used and new sports equipment and fitness gear and passes along the savings to you. Their large inventory, customer service, and wide selection of major brands will keep you coming back for years. Open 7 days a week. Visit them on 6041 Route 30 or visit them online at playitagainsports.com/locations/Greensburg-PA. Matt Popchock back at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon for special PIHL Hockey Night Live coverage of the 2024 St. Margaret Fall Face Off round robin play tonight, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. Start of the third period, Pine Richland Rams, reigning state champs of Pennsylvania high school hockey's top flight, leading the state champs of Pennsylvania's only second division, the Neshannock Lancers, by a score of 5-1. Lancers control the opening third period face-off as John Monitis backhands it from his own corner up to Legore. Legore picked off by Casper. A.J. Verzilla at center. Couldn't get it past Monitis. Monitis tripped. And play continues. Lancer fans, I think, with a legitimate beef there. Verzilla unable to reel that puck in as it's played back in on Sudak, the Pine Richland netminder. Proctor from his own corner, up to A.J. Verzilla. Verzilla, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points in 19 regular season games last season. Of course, his biggest goal, the golden goal in overtime of the PA Cup. The interesting thing was that the 2 previous PA Cup teams from the West, Chartiers Valley and Thomas Jefferson, each had 2-0 leads in their respective games that disappeared, and the Eastern teams won both those games. Pine Richland had a 3-0 lead in their game that they lost to LaSalle College before Josh Lanyard scored with Brett Sudak pulled, and A.J. Verzilla pulled it out early in the OT. Pine Richland also state champions in the first year of Jordan Yaklick's head coaching tenure, 2018-2019, as Sudak covers to his left. And when I talked to Yaklick's counterpart, Mark Molteri, after winning the Division II championship last year, he didn't really hold his tongue. He talked a lot about how, the players feel like there's a little bit of a greater Pittsburgh bias in the league, and, they really took it upon themselves. They took it personally as a team to sort of show the rest of Division II that there's kids in those communities, those Lawrence County, Mercer County communities that can play the game at a high level. And so that Neshannock team really, you didn't know it to look at them, but they played with a lot of pride for different reasons, I think, in that Division II tournament. And they came out on top, defeating some very, very powerful teams along the way to do so. And Neshannock, they're going to be coming forward full bore, in this third period. They're going to still be a prideful bunch. That's not going to change under Mark Molteri as he begins his 7th season at the helm. The Lancers at the moment, though, with a hill to climb, trailing by 4 early in this third period. Campbell overtaken by Jones in the corner. Taggart retreating as Molteri makes a change behind the play for Neshannock. Taggart on one hand playing this puck, flying down the right wing. Noah Taggart to the goal, out in front it comes, save made, rebound. The Rams are hacking and whacking as Parkhill is slammed from behind. The net is knocked off its moorings, and we'll see if anything more comes from this other than a face-off. The near official just kind of shrugging, which, reading between the lines, it's just going to be that, a face-off in Neshannock territory. Waiting in the wings are the participants in our final round-robin game tonight, the Fox Chapel Foxes and Plum Mustangs. Both used to play in PIHL Class 1A. Fox Chapel last season moving up to Class AA, based largely on merit. And the Foxes making a pretty good account of themselves in their first year playing back up. Coming back with a very high-scoring, exciting team this season. Should be an interesting group to watch, and we'll see them in action later against the Mustangs. Muldoon retreating defensively for Pine Richland to play this puck as he is hounded by McGraw. Rams continue to throw their weight around as Sudak makes a save from a tough angle. Campbell unable to clear, and we're going to get a roughing call coming up here early in the third period. Lancers making another line change, and they're going to get a power play as well and a chance to eat into this big deficit as Taggart will get the gate. And Neshannock 1 for 1 on the power play tonight. Sam Mezzanot, who later sat in the sin bin himself with the Lancers' only goal coming on that man advantage. Lanyard wins this face-off to the corner. Proctor on that puck for Pine Richland. Rams not quite able to clear, though. Good play by Jones, but Van Meter cleans it up for PR. 3-on-1 shorthanded for Pine Richland. Van Meter, cross ice, score! What up, Shorty? A.J. Verzilla, the other brother, is on the score sheet. Another special teams goal for the Rams, and they lead 6-1 with 13 seconds off the penalty clock. 6 unanswered goals by the AAA champs. Lanyard on the face-off, and the Rams continue to impose their will here as getting this puck deep is A.J. Verzilla, the goal scorer. Carson Verzilla on the power play in period 2. A.J. Verzilla shorthanded just a moment ago as Kinchlow from the high slot puts that puck wide. Ben Hamilton through a crowd. Stick saved by Sudak. Mezzanot to the point for Menitis. Menitis under siege. The Lancers have to reset with 1:15 to go in their power play. Menitis breezing between the circles. Menitis off-balance shot that hit off the skate of Van Meter and went right to Lanyard. Lanyard trying to get around a man. Lanyard knocked down. Hamilton has this puck for Neshannock. And the Rams just not taking their collective foot off the gas here, even in a penalty-killing situation, with Taggart in the box for 45 more seconds. Kinchlow to Mezzanot. Mezzanot shoots. Sudak the save from point blank. Jones for Kinchlow. Out in front it comes to Menitis. Menitis left circle. That's blocked. More good gap control by Doug Van Meter. Campbell cutting off that attempted shot. Campbell shorthanded for Pine Richland. Off a skate to the corner it goes from an angle. It's held. Somehow it's in the equipment of Nolan Wilson, who remains in the cage in period 3 for the Neshannock Lancers. 19 to go in the Lancer PP. Campbell against Gruber. And Wilson called into action once again. And the same players will do it again from the same spot. This time Neshannock wins the faceoff. Hamilton, last rush for this power play. Outlet pass too far for Relic, no icing. Desjardins sent to the corner. Hennon playing this puck. Up to the point it comes. Taggart back to the Pine Richland bench, and we're back to 5 aside with 11.5 left in regulation. Pine Richland 1 out of 2 now on the penalty kill with a shorthanded goal to their credit coming from A.J. Verzilla. Rams looking to even their round-robin record in the St. Margaret tournament at 1-1. After losing to Franklin Regional last week, Neshannock victors over Baldwin a week ago, in danger of falling to 1-1. Face off to Sudak's right, won by Hamilton. Hamilton off a skate and off a shin, for that matter. And going just wide, a Relic almost got himself the greasiest of greasy goals there, and he has this puck now coming up with a steal for the Lancers. Relic taken to the boards by Andrighetti. It comes right out in front to Desjardins. Right place, right time. Lead pass to Fry. Fry one-on-one with Hamilton. Fry wrist shot, glove save, and the rebound to the corner. Rams on this puck one more time. Neshannock trying to pick up the physical play on their own end here, with the Rams not going away quietly. Baker through a crowd. Save made again, Wilson. The rebound comes to Desjardins. Desjardins through a crowd. Fry unable to get the tip in. Out in front it'll come to Marco Relic. Relic played AAA travel hockey with Pittsburgh Vengeance. Up for Hennon. Hennon's shot denied easily by Sudak. Near side Jones. Jones shouldered by Andrighetti. Comes free to Baker, who got the scoring started back in period 1 for Pine Richland. And that was a big key too, I think. Pine Richland getting a quick response after kind of getting rope-a-doped by Neshannock and giving up that early power play goal. And the Rams got a power play goal of their own in the second period from Josh Lanyard and really haven't looked back. Under 10 to go in period 3. And it remains a 6-1 game in the Rams' favor. And Mark Multeri screaming at one of these USA Hockey officials, saying that one of his players was hit in the head, and Sam Hemming, the freshman, is going to be sent off for Neshannock here. And Terry's still barking at this crew as Pine Richland will get another power play, it appears. And Terry, I think, might have to be careful. He's still jawing with one of the officials as play is resumed. Now, in a preseason game, it's low risk, high reward, and you can't, I guess, blame him for getting his money's worth, but yeah, in any event, the Rams operate here with the lead. Campbell, right wing circle. Center point, Van Meter. Van Meter's shot whistles wide. Carson Verzilla, near side for Campbell. Campbell right circle, that shot blocked. Good job by Jones to lay out and make that play as this shot from Verzilla misses the net. Jones laboring a bit as he tries to play that puck around the boards on one knee. It's redirected in front. Good save there actually by Wilson. And Neshannock gets a clear midway through its penalty kill. Lead pass to Campbell. Campbell is turned around by Mezzanot. Mezzanot for Monitis. Monitis shorthanded for Neshannock. Monitis knocked down from behind. He draws a penalty. And so we'll play 4-on-4 for 47 seconds as we approach the midpoint of period 3. Well, if there's a silver lining to the cloud for the Lancers, maybe a little more open ice benefits them here in the 4-on-4 situation. We'll see what they can do with it with a faceoff coming up to Sudak's left. Carson Verzilla, the guilty party for Pine Richland. Hennon against Andrighetti for the faceoff. Hennon wins it for Neshannock, but the Rams' Casper is able to help work it back to center for Andrighetti. Andrighetti cross ice for Isaac Baker. Baker right circle, shooting, kick save made by Wilson. Baker out in front. That went by everybody except Proctor. To the corner for Casper, the alternate captain. In front for Andrighetti. Andrighetti denied from in tight by Nolan Wilson. Casper, with 10 to go in the 4-on-4, yields possession. Near side it comes to Hennon. Hennon over the attacking line. Now it's a truncated power play for Neshannock. Rams take it over. Here comes Andrighetti. Andrighetti's slap shot wide of Wilson's glove. Comes all the way around the boards to Ligor. Lancers trying to get organized, playing that puck shy of their own blue line, and Terry will get some fresh special teams players on here with 7:30 to go in regulation and this puck out of play. Face-off coming up to the left of Brett Sudak. 29 saves last week in the losing effort against Franklin Regional, but looking just fine tonight. Sudak, 4th in goalie wins in AAA last year with 9 of those. 6th in goals against at .231 as his counterpart Wilson makes another save at the other end. Sudak with an .895 save percentage during the last regular season and 2 shutouts for the Rams. And got himself a ring. Sudak again the winning goaltender in last year's St. Margaret Tournament Championship game in Harmarville. Pine Richland with 5 Penguin Cups all time and 5 St. Margaret Tournament Championships all time for that matter. Final 20 seconds of this abbreviated Neshannock power play. Jones for Kinchlow. Kinchlow right side, one-timer Mezzanotti, and Sudak will take that. Thank you very much. And give him credit for staying zeroed in here in something of a lopsided game with time ticking away. Neshannock on the face-off win for Neshannock. Plays it to the side of the net. Sudak the save again, this time denying Kinchlow, and there is no rebound. 9 seconds left in the Neshannock power play. Kinchlow again to oppose Taggart. Kinchlow wins it. Neshannock through a crowd wide of goal, and that'll do it. Verzilla back to the bench, and we're back to 5-on-5. Neshannock. Manitis in the corner for Kinchlow. Lancers trying to chip away here with time their enemy. Rams outlet this puck to Blake Schultz. Taggart going to the cage. Wilson the save, juggles the rebound. Rams have it, unable to play it out in front though with Wilson out of position. Final 6 minutes of regulation. Near side it'll come now. And in behind the net, it's an icing call against the Pine Richland Rams. Jordan Yonkala continuing to shuffle his personnel. The Rams trying to just get through the rest of this third period and go into their final round robin game, of this week, and try and qualify for the quarterfinal round. Again, we'll have one of those for the first time in this expanded St. Margaret field this September. Carson Verzilla to the goal, and he goes bar down. You can break out the chapeaus for Carson Verzilla. And the sophomore makes it a 7-1 game for Pine Richland. Carson and AJ really breaking out in a big way late last season for Pine Richland en route to the top of the AAA mountain. And trying to pick up where they left off here in the preseason of 2024-2025. So both these teams will be 1-1 in round robin play, and Division A is an Andrew after tonight as Wilson is forced to make another save. Campbell going up against Matt Schaefer. And the Lancers get this puck inside the Pine Richland zone. Here on the march is Shane Johns. He forces a save from Sudak. It's still loose, backhanded toward goal. Somehow that stayed out. Schaefer that close to getting a second for Neshannock. Campbell with speed. Campbell through a crowd. On goal, save made, rebound, score. Another sophomore nuzzling that nylon for the Rams, and this time it is Colton Andrighetti. Andrighetti's second goal in as many preseason games. And it wasn't that long ago he had his first. An 8-1 win over Baldwin back on January 18th of this calendar year. One of the unsung heroes of that Penguins Cup championship game as play is whistled dead. Near side it'll come now to Cavelli. Up to the Pine Richland blue line for Declan Peterson. Peterson run into by Taggart. Baker from center for the Rams. Off the glass, right out in front of Wilson. Ready to play it is Siracco for the Lancers. Cavelli from the corner. Fry from an angle, too heavy for Roop. Bryce Fisher unable to clear the area. Rams back on the attack. Near side it'll come now. Hemming takes a beating to make that play. Lancers get it deep. And they'll make some changes behind the play here with 3:45 remaining. Taggart dispossessed. Good defensive work there by Cavelli. Sudak plays that at the far post. Roop unable to clear the area. Fisher turned that puck over to Desjardins. Desjardins with Fry trailing, goes that way. Fry saved by Wilson. Legore with help from Fisher, trying to exhaust the area for Neshannock. Good hustle there by Casper. A.J. Verzilla unable to hang on to that puck. Cavelli back to center for Legore. Legore inside the line, shoots from distance, and that almost got through Sudak. And Legore just couldn't get the bounce. Put a lot of muscle into that shot from 50-ish feet. Legore up to Mezzanot. Mezzanot couldn't find a recipient for that pass. Lanyard with speed, has Casper going to the goal. Lanyard too well covered. Catsby through a crowd, save made by Wilson. TenbandTV is once again planning coverage of the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League's entire regular season and postseason from October through March. TenbandTV offers ad subscriptions for your business or organization for as little as $49 a month via Shop Pay. Cancel anytime, or you can build your own package tailored to your own budget. Visit tenband.tv/advertise. Contact Todd at tenbandproductions.com for more information and enter the promo code TBTV-hockey at checkout for 10% off your first ad purchase. Final 2 minutes of regulation. Fox Chapel and Plum to come in tonight's preseason nightcap. Tonight, the Pine Richland Rams putting on something of a clinic, certainly from an offensive standpoint, and earning a win here over the Neshannock Lancers in Division A. Van Meter from the right point, bouncing puck in on Wilson, save made, and he's got the rebound with Lanyard looking for his second of the night. You might have noticed there is no running clock in this third period. Under normal PIHL protocols, that would be the case in a game with a margin of 7 goals or more, but as Chris Beddick, our colleague, pointed out during game 1, there is no preseason running clock, so we're going to play out this last minute 10 here as it comes to Van Meter. Knocked aside by Wilson. Van Meter again from right point through a crowd. That's kicked out of there by the junior. The Rams just relentless here tonight in their attack. Through a crowd, it comes off the stick of Campbell. Van Meter. Oh, nifty save there by Wilson. Van Meter's had a couple of good looks at goal tonight from distance, but hasn't been able to sneak one by Nolan Wilson. With 40 ticks to talk, the Lancers trapped in their own zone again. And this time Manitis breaks free. Relic, closest man to that puck for Neshannock, and he goes down as the Rams go the other direction. Schultz getting it deep with 20 seconds left. Hennon, perhaps the last rush of this game for Neshannock. The Lancers might not have that luxury. They got to play this puck deep one more time, and Jones is just going to send it back to neutral ice. Eight unanswered goals by the Pine Richland Rams, and 8 is indeed more than enough for the Rams to defeat the Neshannock Lancers in this exhibition contest. Final score, Pine Richland 8, Neshannock 1. Thank you, Todd and Kennedy Kazarowski. Thank you, Dylan Offerman. Thank you for watching and listening. Fox Chapel Foxes versus Plum Mustangs is next. I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching continuing coverage of round-robin play in the St. Margaret Fall Face Off 2024 edition. It's PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Play It Again Sports in Greensburg. By Neshannock's Lincoln Siracco, the junior. 2 varsity appearances for Siracco last season. Doug Van Meter, right point, in on Wilson, and Wilson from his knee. Rams have it on the attack one more time. To center point it comes. Shot through a crowd by Desjardins, and a loud save made by Wilson at the top of the blue paint. Up to the right point for Proctor. Proctor down low, it comes out in front to Lanyard. Lanyard shooting, and right in front. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Lanyard wins it cleanly, and Van Meter gets a big kill and a chance possibly shorthanded for Verzilla. A.J. Verzilla to the goal. He's stick check from behind, and that was a good play. And Lancers continue to operate on the man advantage here, and Sudak makes a save. It's sitting there in front, and it's blocked by Van Meter and put in! That got through to Wilson, and Wilson had to make a leg save. Baker from above the right circle, through a crowd, scoring! Noah Baker. Here's Nick Roop. Roop from goal line extended, trying to get it on target, could not. Through a crowd, it comes in off the crossbar, Muldoon. Their father, Jeff, of course, a local meteorologist of note, as that puck ricochets off the post. Carson nearly finding iron, and the Rams put it wide and through the goal. Lancers. Mezzanot for Neshannock, Baker for Pine Richland. Nolan Wilson remains between 5 against 4 for a second time in this game. Van Meter through a crowd, and that caught the foot of Nolan Wilson, and Lanyard smashes home the rebound, and Pine Richland. We did not catch what the penalty moments ago on Neshannock was. We apologize, but Pine Richland quickly looking for more as Campbell puts it off the body of Wilson, and the rebound is in the corner. That pass goes to the cutoff man, if you will, Carson Verzilla. Verzilla to the goal. Verzilla's backhander. Score! Welcome. Districts and differing backgrounds all on the same page and get them all tugging on the same rope. And it's a special feat to turn that into a championship. Van Meter from the right point this time. To the corner for Campbell. Campbell backhanding it in front. Side of the net. Score! Thank you, sir. May I have another? 2. It's put just wide, meanwhile, by Kinchlow. Right in front of Sudak. It's still loose. Sudak out in front to cover, and he hangs on. Sudak the save. Relic got some friendly fire there from Gruber. Gruber fighting for this puck. Relic unable to play it. Slap shot, and a save made somehow. Roop is blasted up high. He collides hard with Ligor as Fry has this puck for Pine Richland. Centering pass for Parkhill. Parkhill shoots. He nuzzles that Nile. Taggart on one hand playing this puck, flying down the right wing. Noah Taggart to the goal, out in front it comes. Save made, rebound. The Rams are hacking and whacking as good play by Jones, but Van Meter cleans it up for PR. 3-on-1 shorthanded for Pine Richland. Van Meter, cross ice, score! What up, short? Verzilla, Carson Verzilla to the goal, and he goes bar down. Campbell with speed. Campbell through a crowd. On goal, save made, rebound, score. Another for the Rams to defeat the Neshannock Lancers in this exhibition contest. Final score, Pine Richland 8, Neshannock 1. Thank you, Todd and Kennedy Kazaroff.